So with all the MSPs and MSSPs, cybersecurity vendors, and various companies and businesses that are advertising and trying to get your time to market their product or their integration of products, it can be difficult to know who to trust. Well, there are some flag words and phrases to look out for. If they say 100% security, that's not possible. They say 100% privacy, that's not possible. If they say guaranteed not to be breached, that's also not possible. There is no set or individual vendor created system or MSP or MSSP prescribed plan or roadmap that will guarantee that you'll never be hacked, cracked, or won't be subject to human error. And remember, around 90% of all data breaches, of all hacking, cracking, phishing, and social engineering is a result of human error. Anywhere from 60 to 75 or 80% are insider threats, whether intentional or unintentional, mostly unintentional. But the other remaining attacks, even that are very much external and not related to social engineering, are also given a doorway or a window to the systems through human error on the part of stakeholders, employees, and so forth. Now, let's talk about privacy versus security a little bit. Privacy is a state, right? This is what you want. You want your CIA triad to be maintained. You want your sensitive data not to be able to be seen or accessed by unauthorized parties. So you want to have proper identity management. You want to have proper access and availability management. You want it to remain confidential. You don't want your data or your information to be changed, so it has to have integrity. But you want to be able to get it to the stakeholders and those who have permissions. But remember, no privacy state, even in an air-gapped computer, is guaranteed 100% of the time. What you want to do is you want to decrease the likelihood of insider and outsider threats, revealing secret information, becoming compromised, or becoming changed and alternate to integrity. You want to remain available to the appropriate stakeholders and decision makers and workers from day to day. And you want them also to have least privileged access. You don't want them to have more access to information than what they really need to complete their role or their job. So again, and then security is a transactional process. It's the series of software, the series of controls, the group policies, the permissions given and not given to different workers or stakeholders that better and guarantees less attack surfaces and less attack vectors being successful. When I say guarantees, all I mean to say is it will increase the probability that your system will remain private and have integrity, and it will stop some internal and external threats. It will decrease the probability of a major breach, it will increase the probability of proper defense, and if you have a good incidence and response, then you'll be able to respond quickly and effectively even if a breach does occur. So, increasing the probability of a privacy state being maintained, decreasing the number of attack vectors, these are the modus operandi of attackers, right, that are actually successful. They can be detected and stopped before they get into the LAN and before they get into sensitive critical digital and network infrastructure. And then your attack surface should be reduced. Attack surface is all the different vulnerability points that can be exploited by an external or internal or a combination of the two, attacker or wrongdoer. So, but if you hear a guarantee of privacy state at all times, run. If you hear a guarantee of a security process that cannot be compromised under any conditions, run. Because there's always a non-zero probability and a non-trivial possibility that zero-day attacks and other newer ransomware and other forms of Trojan horses and DDoS attacks can in fact compromise your systems. But what you want to do is decrease the probability of that compromise by as much as possible. And then what you want to do is you want to have a system in place where you have a backup system, a warm or hot site away from your organization so that even if they are compromised, you can quickly get back up and continue your business continuity plan.